staring at the statue of liberty. You're not supposed to French, sorry.
It's French.
America's better.
Oh yeah.
Really? Necessary? Yeah, it's actually.
Oh, America.
Alright, I don't know what the back loop thing is.
Just don't even ask. I feel so retarded.
You know why?
Give me the anchor. Stop.
That's supposed to go around this way. Order, everyone take your seats. Yeah, that's supposed to go like this.
Stop.
Napoleon, take your seats.
Yo, hold on.
It's supposed to go over your head. Yeah, like that. The opposite way. He did the opposite way. Everyone take your seats. Mr. Pistero, take your seats. Mr. Bonaparte, we are waiting.
Mr. Judge, you're waiting.
Favorite.
Oh, good one.
It'd be easier to cut. There you go.
And this is going on the computer.
There once was a man of great stature, an emperor they called him, and a considerably great emperor he was. This man gained control over a weak democracy in France that was governing at the time. With a few loyal subjects, one man overthrew an entire government and proclaimed himself leader for life. This man is Napoleon Bonaparte. Napoleon overruled many nations, expanding the French control to many countries, from Spain to Russia. He was a great militaristic leader, and one of the first successful dictators. Though the French Empire, he administered his Napoleonic Code, limiting rights to the millions of people he governed. He fought many bloody battles, usually winning them all. However, when trying to take over Russia, he had a significant defeat. It was a mass massacre. His great army of thousands died of starvation and disease. After losing his army, Napoleon signed a treaty that put him in exile for the rest of his life. Eventually, against the treaty, he returned to France and started up another army. This next battle was his last. At the Battle of Waterloo, Napoleon was defeated and finally returned to exile, where he remained for the rest of his life. We gather here today to see if Napoleon Bonaparte is guilty of destroying the hard work and effort of the French Revolution by establishing his dictatorship. Now, if you will all stand, 1A, and bring up your first opening statement.
Napoleon Bonaparte, a French hero. He is the man that brought peace, unity, and pride back to the French society that was chaotic, unprotected from their government, and was in complete disarray. He did not ruin the French Revolution. All he did was protect their country from danger. He enhanced many of the practices of the French Revolution. For example, he improved the religious freedom for the people of France. Prior to his rule, many of the French churches were closed, but he reopened them. Also, he did not make anyone suffer economically. He improved France's economy to a great extent. Before this great leader came to power, France was a hazardous place with no order and that was very vulnerable. After he came to power, France became a powerful, organized nation that was envied worldwide.
Thank you very much. Mr. Pistero, can you call up your first witness?
Our first witness is a French commoner during the French Revolution.
Ms. Laurel, would you please come up? Right here.
What was your life like before Napoleon came to power?
I was scared for everything. Like, everything was chaotic. Nothing was certain. People were being killed by the guillotine. when radicals were in power. And yeah, nothing was certain. I didn't know. I was fearing for my life.
And after he came to power, what was your life like?
Everything improved. I felt that everything got better. I was certain about most things. I wasn't scared for myself and my family anymore.
And would you attribute Napoleon to these changes?
Oui, monsieur. Vous êtes un très fort souverain et un inventeur de société.
Can you please translate that for us, Mr. Fitzgerald?
She'll do that for you.
Yes, I do believe that he was a good leader and he was a benefit to society.
Prior to Napoleon, what was your religious life like?
Before Napoleon came to power, I wasn't allowed to practice my religion freely, and I couldn't. All the churches were closed.
Right. So, in all, est-ce que tu penses Napoleon est un inventeur de société?
Can you please translate that?
Would you consider Napoleon an advantage to society?
Yes, I would. He opened churches again. It offered stability to my world and my family's world and the rest of society's world, and everything was better.
Thank you, that is all.
Can you please call up your next person?
Can they come? Our next witness is King George III.
Welcome, King George.
Before Napoleon came to power, what were your views of France?
That France was a weak and unstable nation.
And after he came to power, what were your views of them?
That it had a strong military worthy to be feared by many nations.
Besides the military, what else did he improve?
He improved the economy greatly, and he brought stability to France.
Did he force the people to lose all their natural rights as well?
No, he did not.
And so would you also consider him an advantage to the French society?
As great Napoleon once said, we.
That's all.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, can we please bring up 1B? Let's just look there. Please say your opening statement for all of us.
At the beginning of the Revolution de France, the French Revolution, nous les personnes de France, all the people of France, wanted freedom, natural rights, and our say in government. Napoleon Bonaparte flipped around our goal, chewed it up and spit it out. He claims to give us right, but they all have to be approved by him. Ils ne sont pas rights, those are not rights. Il est control of the minds of les personnes. It's control of the minds of the people. Mon Dieu, my Lord. Son message les personnes est injuste et pas vieux. His handover of the people is unjust and unwanted.
Thank you very much. And you would like to call up
Rousseau.
Mr. Rousseau. Glad to see you.
First off, I would like to ask, what are your views on the goal of the French Revolution?
My goals were to expand freedom of thought and to have everyone's voice heard.
Okay. Napoleon wants control over the thoughts of people. Do you believe that to be true?
Yes, because he is trying to show authority over others by threatening to punish them for their thoughts. What kind of society will we transport to?
In your writing, Du Contrat Social, the social contract, you stated that people are born with natural rights. Do you feel as if you are an expert on natural rights?
Yes, I am. I wrote the book.
All right, then being an expert on natural rights, do you feel that Napoleon has taken these away?
Yes, he has. By crushing the democracy, he has taken everyone's views away and has made it his own.
What effects do you think banning freedom of thought has on society?
It can participate rebellions and chaos, and people can't think for their own. The point is there for people to think of anything.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rousseau.
And who is your next witness?
My next witness would be John Locke.
Please come up, John Locke. You have a very nice hat, Mr. Locke.
Monsieur Locke, do you believe in liberty, equality, and fraternity?
Yes, I do. All people deserve natural rights. Their liberty, it is something that all men are born with. These rights include freedom of religion, freedom of speech. I believe in equality of all. No one ruler should be in complete control of the government. Equality for all. Fraternity is the joining of people. Yes, I do believe in that, when people join together and they make a powerful nation.
Excuse me, monsieur. But when you answered my question, you mentioned freedom of speech. Did you know that Mr. Bonaparte has written a law code? Am I reading this right?
Yes, I did, and I am appalled that someone could do that. A man who takes away the freedom that a man is given is one evil man. Mr. Bonaparte deserves nothing. I do not respect a man such as him at all. I am ashamed to see that all of my work has ended up demolished by a scoundrel such as himself.
What is your opinion on not just absolute monarchy, but Napoleon's unjust, unfair dictatorship?
I reject absolute monarchy because I feel governments were formed to protect people's natural rights, and most absolute monarchs did not grant their people natural rights, and neither did Napoleon. I also feel that the best kind of government has limited power and is accepted by all people, and the government which was under Napoleon was not accepted by all people.
Thank you very much, monsieur. Is there anything else you would like to add?
Yes, actually there is. I would like to say that any man who does not allow another man's natural rights is looked down upon with disgust. He is not a man, he's a monster. A monster just like Satan, who takes away people's natural rights. He ditches the idea of equality and destroys any sign of fraternity. This man deserves none of my respect, and I am upset to say I have even met such a man even in court.
Merci.
May I please call the group 3A, led by Mr. Osmond? Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen of the court, today we gather here for a trial of a man who set on improving his country, Napoleon Bonaparte. This man, or should I say, this brilliant military genius, is a man who has great ambition to improve France. Napoleon Bonaparte, through all of the previous problems, such as France's national debt and unfair tax system, still, he managed to get France out of this debt, create a fair tax system, and establish certain documents that benefit the people of France. Napoleon established a code that gave political and legal equality for all adult men. You see, many people argue that Napoleon destroyed the very essence of the French Revolution. However, he did not. How could have this man left France in anguish when this man expanded France's borders and made peace with the Roman Catholic Church and the Pope? A glorious man that extended religious freedom to Protestants and Jews, no terrible and ruthless dictator. Napoleon Bonaparte was a great leader who led France into a very enlightened period. Now people, I ask you, why is this great caring leader taking ridicule? Because he wanted to take care of his country.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rogers. Please call your first witness. Please call your first witness.
I'd like to call Thomas Hobbes.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Hobbes.
What's your name?
Thomas Hobbes.
Do you favor the Napoleonic Code?
Yes, because I favor his ideas in the code, such as restricted freedom of speech and press.
Do you believe people are evil and corrupt?
Yes, they are, because if people are given power, then they can abuse it. I agree on how Napoleon restricted individual freedom.
Why do you disagree with all the other philosophies?
I disagree with all the other philosophers, such as Locke's view on rights. He believes that people were basically reasonable and moral. I believe in the exact opposite, which is that people are corrupt.
What is the best type of government, in your opinion?
The best type of government is hands-on, because it does not truly give people natural rights.
And you believe that's what Napoleon did?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Call your next witness, please.
May I call up Napoleon?
Yes, you may. Napoleon, please come on. He's the finally meet the man who's in court, Mr. Bonaparte.
Pleased to meet you.
Bonjour. So, what were your reasons for dominating Iberia, Italy, and the Netherlands, defeating Austria-Prussia, and fighting the British on the high seas?
I did it for my country. I wanted to expand France's borders. I did it for the benefit of the country. I did it for liberty, equality, and fraternity.
Why did you make the Concordat of 1801?
I made this document in order to extend freedom of religion to Protestants and Jews, and they need a place of worship as well.
What was the Civil Code of 1804, and why did you make it?
The Civil Code of 1804, also known as the Napoleonic Code of 1804, was established so that I can give political and legal equality to adult men, and I established it because I wanted to reflect ideas against that, enlightenment.
Do you believe your tax system was fairer than previously was?
Yes, I do, because I set up a fair tax system, and with the money from the tax, I was able to build canals, roads, and many beautiful buildings in France.
And why did you proclaim yourself as emperor?
I did this so I can continue to instill France with a sense of stability. I wanted to continue to make France better place.
Thank you very much. Okay, 3B. No, I'm sorry. You're only allowed 2 witnesses.
Wait, no? Yeah. Yeah, we're allowed to.
I thought we were only allowed 2
She said so.
We had a larger group. Okay.
I'd like to bring up Anne. Miss Anne.
Welcome to the court.
Bonjour, and for the court, please state your name and profession, and do you personally know Napoleon?
Bonjour, je m'appelle Anne Bonnet. Je suis un homme de people. I am a commoner, and my name is Anne. And no, je ne le connais pas.
What do you think of Napoleon?
Listen, I love him. He has always done what has been best for the French people.
Personally, do you think Napoleon destroyed the essence of the French Revolution?
No, I think he has added to the essence, improving the French government with his Napoleonic Code, conquered it of 1801, and extending French rule.
Do you think Napoleon led France into a state of greater despair than Louis XVI?
No, Louis XVI was a horrible loser. A horrible ruler. He did no good for the French people. He made it harder for us commoners to live from day to day because we had to carry the debt from the first and second estate that consisted of the clergy and officials. Napoleon did so much for the French people. He created freedom for Protestants and Jews and also extended equality to all Frenchmen.
Well, since you don't know Napoleon personally, what do you think his actions, or how do you think his actions affected the future?
He did many wonderful things for the French people. He expanded his rule and brought many new ideas and thoughts. I think without his inspirational ideas, the world would be very different, extremely different.
Thank you, Miss Anne.
Now I would like, are you finished, Mr. Rogers? Now I would like to bring up Mr. Gambino with his opening statement.
Gentlemen of the jury, we gathered here today to put a man on trial. A man who has ruined everything our native French have worked for. A revolution has finally occurred, through which after many tragic years, the French have finally established democracy. One man, though, a very power-hungry man, overthrew this democracy by force. He ruined many...
Excuse me. Please do not make sound effects during the speech.
He wasn't.
If I find it again, you will be out.
He ruined many of the things that so many people worked and died for. He limited the rights reserved by the French. This man was so greedy, trying to take over all of Western Europe and Russia. Many innocent French died for his will. So I ask you, the jury, a leader as cruel and greedy as he has taken away the democracy of the revolution. Napoleon Bonaparte, one of the most evil men of all time, has ruined everything we've accomplished. So my question to you is not is he guilty, because a man this evil even deserve to live.
Please call up your first witness.
We call Hitler, Adolf Hitler.
Welcome, Mr. Hitler. I hope there will be no votes in this court. Please keep down.
Could you please tell us who is one of your inspirations?
My inspiration? Napoleon, of course, because he was able to lead the French army from a monarchy.
Thank you. Now, what about this Napoleon caught your interest?
Well, I enjoy him and fascinated by his ruling and dictatorship. I wish to be like him.
Okay. How do you plan to create a powerful empire as Napoleon?
I plan to create a powerful army that can destroy any country. The strong hand to rule. That's what I always say.
What territory do you plan to take over and build your empire around?
Like Napoleon, it is important to conquer the Middle East because of the natural resources. Russia is also has natural resources and contains a large amount of land.
How are you going to go about building your empire?
I plan to do whatever it takes to have a powerful, even if it means to destroy a society and a people, just like Napoleon. Very well.
Well, that was quite interesting. Who is your next witness?
Paul John Locke.
Who is this? John Locke, the
John
second. Welcome, Mr. Locke.
John, what do you think an ideal government should consist of?
I believe in a democracy. Everyone is born with natural rights, and they should be able to use it, unlike Napoleon granted his citizens.
Are you aware of Napoleon trying to take over the throne?
Yes, I'm aware of it, and I believe that church and government should be separate and they should not interfere with each other.
How do you feel about people questioning the government?
I believe that people should use reason and that they simply should not believe what the government officials tell them, and that they should question it.
What do you think of Napoleon's form of government?
As I said before, I believe in natural rights, which Napoleon denied people in France. I do not believe that one person should rule. I think that people should have say in government.
And what do you think should happen to Napoleon?
People such as him who take away the rights of people and try to take rule all for themselves disgust me. He should be eradicated from the world. You're welcome.
Okay, 1A, Mr. Fitzgerald, please call up your cross-examination witnesses.
First we'd like to call Rousseau.
Mr. Rousseau, please come to the stand.
Would you agree that government should be run by the general will of the people?
Yes.
All right. So, do you believe that something that the people would want would be protection from their government?
Elaborate more.
It's a yes or no question. Do you think that people would generally want protection from their government?
Yes.
All right. Do you believe that people would want to be proud of their country?
Yes.
Do you think people would want religious freedom?
Yes.
So then someone who did all this would be someone that would be supporting things that you would agree
Not
with.
total freedom, just religion.
But he's doing all of the things that you say
It dishonors
would be
all the
something
way.
if he's doing what things that you would agree would be parts of the French Revolution, how is he not? If it's things of the French Revolution, he didn't completely destroy the French Revolution, did he? If he kept if he kept the beliefs of it, how did he destroy it?
Mr. Fitzgerald, please get to the point. Have him answer the question.
He's not.
Please answer the question, Mr. Rousseau, yes.
Did he completely destroy it? If he kept many of the beliefs, did he completely destroy it?
Because he took the goals away from the people who wanted to change the government.
But he didn't. He just gave them.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
People saw the freedom of all.
Okay. Move on to your next witness, or your next question.
All right. Our next witness is going to be Locke.
Which one? Locke the first or Locke the second? Locke the first. Welcome, Locke.
Do you believe that natural rights are the most important part of government, right?
Yes. People create governments where they could protect their natural rights.
So, is religious freedom a natural right?
Yes, it is.
So Napoleon not only allowed religious freedom, he improved it for the country of France, did he not?
Yes, but that wasn't the only natural right that he restricted all the rest.
I was just asking about the religious freedom.
But it's not the only natural right that's important.
But it is one of them, and he's supporting the French Revolution if he's supporting natural rights.
Okay, next question, please.
So if he supported some of the natural rights, then he is supporting the French Revolution, isn't he?
Yes, but not completely.
But it's not that he changed parts of the French Revolution. You're saying that he completely destroyed any thoughts of the French Revolution at all.
No, I said that he just didn't allow complete, and he didn't grant all the people all their natural rights.
But he kept part of the French Revolution going, correct?
Yes, he didn't destroy
Okay,
the
that's all I need to know.
Okay, 1B. Mrs. Subzaki, please call up your first witness.
I would like to call up King George III.
King George III, please come to the King George III, do you understand that you cannot plead the fifth in this court?
I'm here. I don't speak French.
It is pleasant to see you here at court today. Tell me, you were in command of America's rights before the revolution, correct?
Yeah.
You installed taxes on goods such as stamps and tea to pay for the 7 Years' War, correct?
I didn't force them.
Yes, you did.
No. My soldiers did.
But you told the soldiers to enforce it, didn't you?
I didn't know.
Why else would you do it?
I don't know. Maybe they just wanted to.
Okay, next question.
Also, you did not allow them representation in the government,